We will call this the calculator introduction. I'm going right down the line of the things that the calculator can do for you. I'm also recording it. I'm going to put it up on YouTube later. Everybody ready? Alpha F3. Alpha is the green button on your calculator. F3 is the middle top. If you hit Alpha F3, it should say matrix. Oh, my bad. I've got my calculator ready. Alpha F3, you're on this, right? 2x2 is the default setting. Hit enter, okay, and look what appears. It's a 2x2 matrix. So what can you do, y'all? You can enter, I don't care what numbers you enter. Just enter any old thing. Get out with the right cursor. And let's do something hard. Let's times two matrices. That's actually a pain in the neck. Hit times alpha F3. What do? Hit enter and put another matrix on there. I don't care what you put. We're just playing. And what does that do? It timeses those two matrices for you. Everybody got it? It does it for you. If you want to change and enter another matrix, go alpha F3 and curse up and down. This will change it to 3 rows. 3 rows means, I always get them confused. A row is this way, and a column is that way. And hit OK, and there it is. 3 rows and 2 columns. If you ever do that in my class, change it back. Because you really want it sitting on that default setting 2x2, okay? Why do I say 2x2 for the default setting? Because 99% of the matrices are the 2x2. Okay? Everybody good? Stop me anytime. I'm not a machine. I will be glad to backtrack and help you. Second usage, this is the mode I want you in for the class. Everybody get on your calculator horse. See the mode button? I'm all messed up. I want you on degree, not radian. Why do I want you on the degree? Because any trig question is going to mean 30 is 30 degrees, not 30 radians. If you've taken trig, you have a little clue of that. If you haven't taken trig, no big deal. We'll go over the trig you need. Also, I bet you're not tuned into this, except for my veterans of the class. You see ABI. I want you in ABI. How come? The calculator does imaginary numbers. So, I'm in ABI, watch this. Get out, second quit clear. Mr. Calculator, what's the square root of -9? Well, now, rather than tell you it don't exist, watch what it gives me. It gives me the imaginary number 3i. I is on the calculator. It's second decimal. I see this question on the ACT all the time. They'll ask, what's 3 plus, I opened 2 parentheses, 5i, second decimal, right? I'll close 2 parentheses because I screwed up, squared. And that will give you 3 plus 5i squared as an answer. Comes up every now and again on the ACT. I want you to be having it. Put yourself in the ABI mode. Everybody got it? And now you can do I. Now comes one of the biggest problems of the class. I might not be on the test today. It might not be on the test tomorrow. The third day, there it is. So you gotta get the constant reminders from the answer key. If I is on there, I guarantee you I have a little note saying ABI for the A plus BI mode. Am I making sense? Going too fast, going too slow? Everything's cool. Okay, I want y'all to be happy campers. This class works, but it only works if we're communicating. Absolute value never takes a day off. Y'all know where to find it. Math. Math is right under alpha. Slide over to number and look at my abs. The sticks are open, and you can put just about anything in there. Usually ACT does double stickies. They do 3 minus 7, and then they'll do another stick of another ab, like something like this. I'm just making stuff up. You'll see it on the test. Got me? These things are built into the calculator. I did not program them in. They're already there. Everybody cool? The programs I haven't gone over yet. Oh, you're going to love this one. I do. Did you know that the calculator plugs in or stows? What's your favorite number? 25. What's your favorite letter? N. So 25, stow, and we're going to hit alpha N. The letters of the alphabet are not like a QWERTY keyboard. They're A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. You got it? Guess what the calculator thinks, everybody? It thinks that N is 25. So suppose I want to do 2n squared minus 11n. It does the work for me. Ta-da! 975. You like n? I'm a math teacher. Guess what I like? X. Right? So I'm going to go -3. So an X, you don't need to hit an alpha. You can just hit the X from graphing. N is, well, let me finish this one. Okay, so I got X is -3. N is alpha, see the alpha. And now search for the keyboard. N is right here, it's the log button. Alpha N, and then hit enter. Might just take a little getting used to. By the way, if anything goes past you because we're going so fast, that's okay. I'll come by and show you hand over hand. So if anything is eluding you, just ask me when we're finished. I'll have more time to sit with you. Okay? Where were we? I plugged in for X, so now I've got variables for N and X. So I could go NX. That would be multiplying the two together, huh? You got me? Stow I find very useful. You would think, oh, he's a math teacher. He would never use stow. I use it every day. Whenever I'm plugging in for a value, I just stow it rather than waste the time doing the steps. Where we at? Equation solver is always a drag. Come and get your calculator, buddy. Anybody have the flat calculator? The flat calculator has the best solver you ever saw. Ready? Everybody hit math. There's a lot of cool things under math. And look at what they did to you. They hid it from you. It's all the way at the bottom. Numeric solver. It solves any equation for you. Can you believe it? Click enter. Now I just put one simple one in there for you today. Again, you probably wouldn't use solver if you were doing this, right? But you type it in and all you have to do is hit OK, which is the F5 solve. So all you have to do is hit F5 twice, and there's the answer, -3. Ready? We'll do another one. Math, solver. Now today's test has something, shoot, let's look at it. We've got time. Everybody take out your test. And this is a mean question. It's kind of a mean question. Shoot. Everybody, please look at number 10. You're solving equations, right? What's that? You don't have 10? Alright, I'm going to reboot this. Shucks. The copier blew the copy. Johnny on the spot. I won't be prepared, but I can't make copies. Let's do T3 today instead. I'll recopy T2 tomorrow. One for everybody. Sorry about that. Copy it wasn't skipping the page. Do 3 for today, and tomorrow we'll backtrack and do 2. If you don't mind, I'll just finish that problem anyway. It was number 10, and it goes 25 to the x over 5 squared. So what do you type over here? 25 caret x, get down, divided by 5 squared. And what did it equal? 5 to the 4th. So all I do is hit the left side, hit the right side. Okay. Solve. And the answer's 3. Pretty bad, huh? Need me to slow down? Did you get this entered? 25 to the x divided by 5 squared, and it equals, the right side is 5 to the 4th, huh? So you just hit OK, you hit the F5 twice. Once, twice, it's solved. Now, who has the largemouth calculator? Raise your hand so I know who you're talking to, who I'm talking to. It's about 5 or 6 of you have it. Here's what you do. You do the exact same thing. You ready? You hit math. You go down to last. And I think it says numeric solver, huh? Click it. Now what you have to do now, it's not going to look like my screen, is you have to cursor up. Take your cursor right here and go as far up as you can. Did it? It should say, at that point, it should say 0 equals. Are you there? Now, what you have to do is set the equation to 0. So you would hit 25 caret x over, I'll move down because I'm not going to fit it, 25 caret x divided by 5 caret 2. Y'all holding with me? Now you have to subtract this because you have to set it to 0. So hit minus 5 caret 4. Am I making sense? That's the advantage of the skinny one. You can just do left side, right side. Now hit enter. Alpha solve. So you ready? Enter is right here. Alpha solve is alpha enter. And alpha enter will solve the equation for you. It should say x is 3. How'd that work? It's an awesome equation solver. Unfortunately, that one is limited. This is so important that I would try to run out and borrow one. I would try to borrow one of the other ones. They are easy to get from your buddies. They're not taking the class, just swap with them. I think it's so important because the solver on the skinny one is so easy. Left side, right side. Once you get it down, you will be in great shape. Okay, with the solver. Everybody see how to use it. Six and 7 are very much the same. Do y'all know the fraction usage? Second quick clear. Here is one of my favorite buttons. You'll hear me say it every day. What's 120 divided by 35? Ugh, I don't want that. What do I want? Mathafracka. Mathafracka allows you to reduce the number to a fraction. Y'all know Mathafracka? You've used it? In addition to Mathafracka, your calculator has an alpha y equals. I've been noticing the students being taught that more. The first number puts anybody as a fracka. The second choice, oh, I love the second choice, it puts you as a mixed number. So say you want to do something with mixed numbers, like 5 1/2 plus, I don't know, plus 6. It'll give you the number as a fracka. What if you want your fracka to be a max number? Watch this. Alpha y equals 3. And 3 changes it into a mixed number. So I do this all the time. Are you ready? What's 120 divided by 25? Metha, fracca. Oh no, they want a mixed number. Alpha y equals 3. One more thing about fracca. It can put fraccas in fracas. I have done this problem on the ACT. What's 2 over 1 plus new fraction? One over new fraction. 1 over 1 plus new fraction, 1/2. This would absolutely boil me if I were taking an ACT and had a clock ticking. You? You just type it in. You'll see that problem in the preps where you just type in a bunch of fractions. You will get better at using it as we take the course. All right? That concludes the 7 things that are into the calculator. Now comes why people take the class. The program list. The programs are meant for you to do stuff faster, safer, easier. And I like to use them to take the load off. You know, you're working, oh, I could just type this in. Oh, deep breath. Ready? Everybody hit access to the programs. You go what first? Row 3, column 3. Everybody find the button. It says program. You may or may not have this. This is on the new skinny ones. Hit 1. And there they are. This list should correspond to the list I gave you when you walked in today. It does stuff for you free. What do they do? They're named after what they do. So there's very little interpretation needed. What's the first program do for y'all? It does an area of a circle. Hit enter. You have to hit enter twice. First enter gets it on the screen. Second enter gets you in the program. It says radius. Give me a radius, please. 9. If the radius is 9, the area is 254.46. Or what does the math geek want to hear? Pi times 81. Or 81 pi, huh? And then the circumference is thrown in at no extra charge. That's pi times 18. Beautiful thing about the program. Hit enter and you stay in it. That way if I'm doing 3 circles in a row, I can just type them all in. Let's go with a smaller circle, radius 3. Boop. There's the answer. It's 28.2, but what does the math geek usually want to hear? 9 pi, circumference is 6 pi. I'm going to go real fast. I don't want to hold y'all back. What's the second one? Area of a parallelogram. Well, a parallelogram, you need right angles. Let's say the height is 5 and the base is 9. Boom. Area. What's the third one? Rectangle. 4 is staggeringly popular. They love to ask area of a trapezoid. Have y'all seen that on the test before? trapezoid would look like this. It has two unequal bases. I'm just making up numbers. And it gives you a height. So go ahead, execute it. Hit area of trapezoid, hit enter twice. Base 1, enter what? They're interchangeable. I would hit 10. Base 2, hit 18. And then the third one, it needs a right angle. Don't you hit 8. Answer? Answer? Didn't give you an answer? 112. So 112 is the area of that trapezoid. Y'all got me? ACT loves to ask stuff backwards. Are you listening? They'll give you the area is 112, but they'll hold this back and not give you the other base. You know how math is. They do it forwards and then they do it backwards. Well, the test is multiple choice, huh? So choice A might be 6, choice B is 8, choice, you follow me? So you could just hit enter on the program and try it till you get it right. Am I making sense? All of the programs have that backwards element where you know the answer, but you don't know one of the sides. On the answer key, you will see me say area of trapezoid backwards, meaning you know the answer, you just don't know what to plug in. And I find that very useful because the trapezoid is always appearing. Speaking of always appearing, they love area of triangle. Give me the altitude, I'll make one up as 8. Give me the base, give me a 12, and there's the area of the triangle. They love that one. There's about 2 or 3 usually on the test. How we doing? Everybody's okay? Too slow, too fast? You can check them off as you go, y'all. I gave you that sheet as your textbook for the class. It's nothing that you can't write on, and everything is yours to keep. After area of triangle is what? Box. Box is, well, we're in a box. It's a room with a what? A length of 25 feet, a width of 30 feet, and a ceiling height of 10. Volume and surface area. Volume, of course, stands for how much water would fill the box. Surface area is if I painted all the walls. You with me? They love box. Watch out for this one. A cube is a box, but the length, the width, and height are all the same. Huh? So they'll say, oh, I have a cube with side 5. Hey, what am I going to enter? 5, 5, 5. Bada bing. The volume is 125, and the surface area is 150. Chief. That's what the boys call me at Jesuit. My name is Chief SOHCAHTOA. Chief gives you the SOHCAHTOA ratios. If you haven't had trig in a while, or very little trig, that's okay. I'll teach it to you when the problems come up. But if you hit Chief, notice it ain't doing nothing. It is a cheat sheet. If you know the SOHCAHTOA ratios, you don't need it. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse, cosine, and y'all know the acronym, huh? SOHCAHTOA. Circle 2, I could show you, but I can't show you on the calculator. It makes my calculator blow up. Anybody in trig, yeah, the whole unit shuts down. I got to reboot the computer. Don't ask me why. Go to circle 2. Who's in trig class right now? Y'all are going to love circle 2. Hit enter. It says, give me a degree or a radian. Hit 120. And it gives you all the trig functions of 120 degrees. It doesn't come up too much on ACT. I was just flexing some muscle. Circle, what do you think that is? It finds, I hate this extra button. I have to push. Do y'all have to push the extra button? Or you just go right to the list? You go right to the list? I don't know why it does that. Circumference of the circle, huh? So once again, give me a radius, any radius. I pick 5. And it gives you the circumference in numerical form and in pi form. That extra button. What comes after circumference? Distance. Distance, y'all, is the distance formula. You're gonna love it. I'm using the test that I had for today. Let's just say we want to find the distance between these 2 points. It does it for you. So what do you do with the distance formula? You hit 3, 5, enter, and who remembers -1, 7? So -1 is baby negative, and 7 is the y. Boom! The distance is what? 4.47, or the square root of 20. Okay? Did you know I have a radical simplifier? I can't show you. It makes the calculator blow up and the screen. I have to reboot the calculator. Go backwards. It's called RadSimp. I can't show it to you, so you have to do it yourself. Click on it, and when they ask you for the radical, put 80. Hit enter. It simplifies the radical. I see a couple of smiles. That's cool, huh? It simplifies the radicals for you. All of this is designed to speed you up and make it faster. Remember, y'all, if something got past you, just ask me when we're through. We have 2 nice weeks to spend together, and I will be glad to go over each one of these. If I have to do them all, I will. Okay? I'm just trying to get through them in class. Where are we? We were on distance. What's after distance, everybody? Foil. Most people don't use it, but I like it. All you do is give the A, the B, the C, and the D. Don't hit the variable. So say I want to foil 3x plus 2. I hit 3, 2, times 2x minus 5. It foils for me. The foil is 6x squared minus 11x minus 10. It double distributes and gets the answer. So anytime I've got something like this, I can foil it, double distribute it just by entering 3, 7, 2, negative 5. What comes after foil? GCF. What does GCF stand for, math students? Greatest common factor. If you take 3 numbers, it'll do it for you. Let's do 45, 55, and 75. Greatest common factor is? What if you only have 2 numbers, 40 and 60? Just enter one of them twice. Dirty trick if that ever happens. Greatest common factor is number 1 on the test I just gave you, not the one I blew with the bad copies. T3, look at question 1, and everybody have a nice laugh. It says, what is the greatest common factor? I forgot the numbers, but you can type them in. And look at that, you got it right in 3 seconds. Anything you get right in 3 seconds is a 57-second bonus, right? The test is 60 problems in 1 hour. So if I get something right in 3 seconds, that means I have 57 seconds to sell elsewhere. And that's one of the things I'm trying to help with the class. I never go in order. I usually skip around, but I decided with the already problematic, I'm just going to stick with the order. What comes after GCF? Hypot. What do you think that does? It finds the hypotenuse. Give me an A. 20. That's a big leg. Give me another leg. 12. If the legs are 20 and 12, look at what it finds. Square root of 544. Gee, I better use the rad simp for that, huh? So I would do 544 on the rad simplifier. Pretty cool, huh? Y'all gave me some big old numbers. I was thinking of the famous one, 3, 4. Y'all know your triples? 3, 4, ta-da, 5. Knowing your Pythagorean triples is great math. Who knows this one? 5, 12, 13. The 5, 12, 13 triple. Who knows this one? 6, 8. If the legs are 6 and 8, what's the hypotenuse? Don't know it? 10. It's called the 6, 8, 10 triple. You don't have to know them for this class. All you got to do is enter in the hypotenuse, right? What's next after hypotenuse? Least common multiple. It works just like GCF. You hit the 3 numbers, and out comes the GCF. Let's say it's 6, 8, and 10. Oops. Least common multiple is 120. What if there are only two numbers in your triumvirate, 60 and 80? What do? You hit one of the numbers twice. Y'all hear me? So you go 60, 80, 80, or 60, 80, 60. And it does it for you. Everybody all right? I'm getting through here. This is okay. Speed. Stop me. I want everybody getting this down. Tell me when to stop. Hypot, LCM, leg. Leg is the hypotenuse program backwards. So look at what leg does if you get on it. It wants the hypotenuse first. Let's make one up, 12. And then it wants the leg second. Let's make something up, 8. If the hypotenuse is 12 and the leg is 8, ta-da! What's the third leg? 8.94, or there's my square root of 80. I can put it in rad simplifier and get it. Okay? Guys, there's not one thing I'm showing you that's for my, let me show you all this. This is all nuts and bolts. It's all ACT problems. It's all going to show up on your answer key when you take the test 3 today, if we ever get to it. I better get on my horse, because I really wanted you to at least start T3 today. Yeah, easiest for you is right around the corner. Here you go. Don't say you know me.
Okay.
Ready? Stop me when I get to it. LCM, least common multiple, leg of a right triangle. Log program. Do y'all know your logs? Log program is a little obsolete because there's a log button on the calculator. I'll show you that. But what I did was I labeled the numbers 1, 2, and 3 for the log. So for example, ACT will ask this. When they ask this, you want to know the second guy, huh? You've got the first one, you've got the last one. So watch what I do with the program. What's the missing piece? So you hit 2. Does that make sense? You're missing the second piece of the log. So then you hit the base, which is 2, and the answer, which is -5. And it gives you that second piece, 1/32. You okay? Let's do another one. What piece are you missing now? You've got the first piece, you've got the second piece, you're missing the third, huh? You can hit enter and stay in the program, and then all you do is hit 232, and it evaluates the log for you. I better show you log base anywho. It's under math. Hit math and go down again. Look how they hide stuff from you. Log base. And look at what it does. So you could have done that problem without me. Y'all okay? Remind me, I gotta show her the log. She missed it. All right, what's after log, gang? I'm almost done, I promise. Midpoint and midpoint given. Very popular on the test. Midpoint finds the midpoint. 3, 5. I'm using the same pairs from before. 3, 5 and negative 1, 7. The midpoint would be 1, 6. Everybody loves that one. Midpoint given is when they give you the midpoint. They say the midpoint is, and look at what you do. You hit the midpoint first. I'm just making stuff up. 9, 8. And then you hit the other point, 1, 6. And it finds the third point. It's basically performing midpoint in reverse. Y'all got me? Midpoint and midpoint given. You'll see those written on the answer key of the test. Who don't like pizza? Pizza, you give me the radius of the circle and the angle of the slice. This will help you in trig. Let's say it's the radius is 6 and you have a 60-degree slice. Then the area is 6 pi and the arc length is 2 pi. Again, all stuff that it does. Don't worry about the next few. Go down to Quad 2002. Quad 2002 is the quadratic formula. All you got to do is give it the A, B, and C, and it's going to give you the answer. Now, don't scare me this time. Give me an A. 3, thank you. Give me a B. 6, give me a C. 3x squared plus 6x plus 2. Hit enter. Negative 1 plus the square root of 3 over 3. That's the two answers to the quadratic, and it's in quadratic form, huh? Another type of quadratic is one that is factorable, like 2, 11, and 5. And it'll give you the answers straight because there is no root. And here's my favorite. When there's an imaginary number, 1, 4, 11. Now the roots are imaginary, and look what it gives you, the I. Negative 2 plus or minus root 7i. I have seen problems straight off this where they give you the ABC and you type it in. Wouldn't that be nice? I'm losing y'all. This is radians to degree. It's for trigonometry. This is slope. I want to turn everybody's attention here. I guarantee you slope is on every test. All you do is enter the ordered pairs and it gives you the slope and the equation of the line. So ready? I'll make one up. X is 3, Y is 5. The other point is negative 1, 7. It not only gives you the slope is negative 1/2, it also gives you the y equals mx plus b. That is very powerful. y equals negative 1/2 x plus 13 over 2. The slope is negative 1/2, and the y-intercept is 13 over 2. Very, very cool, powerful formula. Use it a lot on ACT. Have y'all ever seen TrinFact? TrinFact factors trinomials. So say you have 3x squared plus 11x plus 6, it double bubbles for you. X plus 3 times 3x plus 2. If it can't be factored, like the one y'all gave me a minute ago, it'll tell you I can't do it. Factors are complex. Simultaneous equations is worth a look-see. Suppose you have two equations and two variables. It will solve these two equations instantly and find the intersection. Very powerful program. All you have to do is hit the coefficients. Who are the coefficients in the first equation? 2, 5, and 30. 2, 5, 30. Who are the second equation? 7, negative 2, and 27. Make sure you hit the baby negative. And watch this. The intersection point of the line. They'll ask them directly. They'll also ask you word problems that turn into 2 by 2. Okay, and I'll show you those as we go. Last two are worth mentioning. They come up every now and then. Volume of cone and volume of cylinder. Showed you TrinFact. I think that's the major things I wanted to show you. If you're in trig, radian to degree, it says what you got. Oh, I got a degree. The degree is 330 degrees. It gives you the radian 11 pi 6. It's just a conversion program converting one to the other. Okay? Looks like I worn y'all out with all this stuff, but that's okay. We can come back and visit them as they come. We swap tests, so let me swap tests on my computer and get out test 3 for y'all.